When we think of exhaustion, we normally think about how tired our bodies are at the end of the day or after a hard workout. But did you know that your mind can be exhausted too? The brain is a muscle, and just like every other muscle out there, it can get tired, especially when it's overworked. Mental exhaustion is a consequence of our brain in overdrive all the time. So how will you know when you have reached this part? Here are 8 signs that you're mentally exhausted, and you should look out for. Number 1. Having insomnia. Insomnia is defined as the inability to sleep. It sounds counterintuitive that you could be so exhausted that you couldn't sleep. However, they both go hand in hand. When your mind is overwhelmed, it can be hard to organize it enough to get some sleep. This overwhelming overload of thoughts is a sign of mental exhaustion because your brain is too tired to pack up your thoughts for the night. This leads to an entire night of restlessness, leading to another day of feeling exhausted, regardless of how many hours you spent in the bed. Number 2. You cry for no reason. Crying is a natural human phenomenon. Due to hormones, women are more prone to crying than men, but there are a variety of reasons for crying. 2 of these reasons are most relevant to mental exhaustion: stress and emotions. It is harder to check your emotions when you are beyond stressed out. Therefore, the easiest response to being overwhelmed with emotions and stress is to cry. Lack of a mental break means your brain is too tired to organize your thoughts and reduce the stress you feel. So, your body is using these tears to expel a stress hormone called cortisol. If this happens to you a lot, then you have an overwhelming amount of stress that is contributing to your mental exhaustion. Number 3. You're easily irritated. When you are mentally exhausted, overwhelmed, and stressed out, the smallest thing can set you off. Whatever the trigger is, will set off this irritable mood, because it seems like another thing added to your overwhelming life. This can diminish your patience and joy in certain activities or with people. While your brain starts increasing how irritable you feel, it's hard to register new information, requests, and inconveniences when your mind is on overdrive. Number 4. You're constantly tired. This ties back with experiencing insomnia. When you are feeling mentally exhausted, it is very hard to slow your mind down enough to sleep through the night or even take a cat nap. Therefore, you always feel tired because you are. Without enough sleep, your brain can't fully recover to start the next day. It's like working out your biceps and then waiting 5 hours before you go hard in the gym again. That's a sure way to lead to injury and muscle fatigue. Same with your brain. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. But if you're too mentally exhausted to compartmentalize your thoughts, then you are going to be well below that number and suffer the consequences. Number 5. You lack motivation. Mental exhaustion is a nasty beast. It takes away the joy you feel doing certain activities. They go from being hobbies, jobs, or people that you enjoy, to being burdens. When you are tired and your mind is scrambled, adding anything else to that list can seem daunting. Also, a huge part of motivation is delayed gratification. Mental exhaustion makes it hard to think about the next hour. So thinking about goals that may not be completed for days, weeks, or years down the line can seem like too much. This may cause you to lose motivation due to it being so overwhelming. Number 6. You're never on time. Sometimes people are just late because that's who they are. If you were always the punctual person, and now you find yourself struggling to get through the doors on time, that may be because of your mental exhaustion. It gets hard to know which way is up, down, and which day it is when your brain is so tired. It's hard to manage time and accurately plan it out so you can make it places on time. You try to squeeze too much into short periods of time, and when they overflow into the time slots for other activities, it throws your whole day out of whack. You're stressed about trying to complete something, which makes you late, which adds to your stress and contributes to your mental exhaustion. Number 7. You experience anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks happen when you suddenly feel very overwhelmed by worry and fear about the future. When your mind is scrambled, and it seems like you have a bunch to do in a small amount of time, anxiety attacks may become more common. Mental exhaustion makes it hard to organize your thoughts and to-dos, so it seems like everything is all over the place, and do at the same time. This cycle of thought will only get you a one-way ticket to anxiety attack city, especially the longer you let your stress and exhaustion go unchecked. Number 8. You feel dizzy and lethargic. Dizziness and lethargy are not direct consequences of mental exhaustion, but the sleep deprivation you are experiencing from how mentally tired you are. Sleep deprivation can lead to feelings of dizziness, lightheadedness, and it may be so hard to function with these symptoms that you feel extremely lethargic. When your brain doesn't have the opportunity to reset, the parts responsible for your balance and coordination can start to suffer. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share with your friends to help support the channel so we can continue making videos. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the notification bell to be notified when new videos come out. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. and leave a comment about a topic to be featured in upcoming videos.